Hello, this is Joseph, the facilitator of today's lesson. You are most welcome in my class. Today we are going to look at computer hardware, the building blocks of digital technology. As you can see, a person cannot stand to run his life without the body, without the bones. So just the software is the life, but the hardware, remember, it is the frame that makes the body. So the computer hardwares are the one to be seen, the physical parts. So let's explore deep. Just as you can see in my video
When you
here.
eat food and drink water, it passes from the mouth into a long muscular
Yes.
tube called the esophagus.
Mm,
The esophagus tightens and relaxes to move food down into the stomach. The stomach mixes the food with digestion.
good. Now, when you enter data in the computer, when you are typing, when you are entering the phone number, it's like you are eating food. When it reaches in the stomach, remember, it can also be processed to be used as energy, or it can be given out as a waste product. So when you enter data in the computer, it processes, and what it processes, it's what we are going to look at. Exploring the essential physical components that power our digital world from input to output, everything in between.
When you eat food and drink water, it passes
That
from the
one
mouth
I've
into a
talked
long
about it.
muscular tube called.
Uh-huh. We shall also define the hardware. Hardware, computer hardware represents the tangible physical components that make up a computer system. Your hands, your head, your chest, your legs make up a body. But a computer has the input, the output, the processing, and the storage. We shall start with the input device. How do we communicate with the computer? Yes, I think you can you can give me the answer by putting up your hand before I mention mine. One, we communicate with the computer by using a keyboard to enter. Just like I can ask you, how do you communicate to your stomach when you're hungry? One, you can use the hand to take something in the mouth, it enters. You can also communicate with your body, with your internal parts. When you sit on sunshine and it hits you, the energy, the vitamin will enter inside your body. So the keyboard is like the hands. So the hands are used to pick food, then you eat, then the food enters where. So we use the keyboard to do what? To type. And after typing, the information enters in the computer. So we have the text input, the pointer, and the audio input. The audio input is like what I'm using. The microphone is used to enter the data. The pointer is the one I'm using. Aha. Just as you can see, an example of a keyboard. Those are like our hands. And in this video, there's a clip I've put there for you to learn how to you enter food or how to enter the raw data in the computer. Yes, that's now a senior one girl typing. That is how we feed the computer. The two hands are on the keyboard, then you start entering. Modern input technologies, we have touch screen, we have voice recognition system, we have biometric input. So touch screen, it looks like this. Yes, have you seen this? So this is where somebody touches and it senses the motion. It is both input and output. Hope you have understood it. When you see a smartphone, the top of it, it is also input, and the top of it, it is also what? Output. So we have voice recognition system, and we also have biometric devices. Processing devices. The processing device, this is the brain of the computer. After you have eaten food that has gone in the stomach, you are going to see something processing to make it work, because you can't make portion energy. Portion cannot be energy, but when portion has entered in the stomach, portion can be processed and it becomes what? Energy. Let's see in the next video, on the next slide, how this works.
So, what exactly does this brain do all day? Well, its main job is twofold: processing data and executing commands. Think of data as ingredients and commands.
Good. Now, in this video, you can see that the other side they were entering data. This way they have put for us food there. So just put in mind that now, when you are eating food, you are entering. You are entering. So the computer, when you are typing, it is also what? You are entering data. So after food has entered, the next command, which is done by God Himself for processing that food, it will. But with the computer, it is you to command. It is you to command for processing. For example, if you are entering a phone call, a phone number. Take an example. You can say 0707. So when you enter 077, you are entering. Then when you click call, it means you are commanding it to process for you the number you have entered. If you have entered the wrong number, see what it tells you. The number you have dialed is incorrect. Aha. So you have entered the wrong number. That's why it says the number you have entered is incorrect. So whenever you feed the computer wrong information, the computer will give you wrong output. When you enter wrong data, it will give you wrong output. So when you're operating the computer, just put yourself there. When you eat wrong food, you run for diarrhea in the last week. But when you eat good food, it will sit in your body. So that food is like data now here.
as the recipe. The CPU takes the raw data, like numbers, letters, and symbols, and processes it according to the instructions it receives. These instructions, also known as commands, tell the CPU what to do with the data. It's like a chef following a recipe to create a delicious dish.
One. We got
So, what exactly does this brain
this. We are now on storage. You know what it means by storing. After you have eaten, now the stomach, its work is to store. I get it? The work of the stomach is to store. So with the computer, we don't store in the stomach, but we store one on a flash, just as you have seen, eh? Like this video, I'm going to store it on this one. This is a flash. I get it? This is a flash. We store information on a flash. You can store it on a hard disk, and you can store it on a memory card. So volatile storage for active programs and data, providing lightning and memory storage and what have you. It is very good. But now the technology has advanced. You can store your information in space using cloud what? Storage. That one, we shall look at it in the next lesson when we have time. So finally, allow me talk about the output device, how computers communicate back to us. After you have communicated, the computer also communicates. And I want to tell you, if you don't make a computer your friend, the computer will take you as an enemy. So when you interact with the computer, it will know that this is Teacher Joseph and it will operate very well. So here we are going to see output devices. The computers communicate through the visual display. That is a monitor. Then the computers can also, in the visual display, they're like the projector we are using. The computer will be like that. We also have audio, the speaker, this sound you are hearing. It is a sign that the computer is communicating to us. Then physical output, like when we have printed this work, it will communicate to us. The advanced one, the output technologies, and what have you. So our lesson today, it was going to take 10 minutes. We thank you so much. We meet. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Teacher Joseph is my name.